Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan, and a new game to check out today. Pretty interesting one. So this is LiteBringer. So LiteBringer is a blockchain game. It's from German developer Sipsoft, and it is really different from the kind of a lot of the blockchain games that I've been playing. So I should say this is in alpha, so it's actually kind of pre-alpha, so you can't get access to this at the moment. This is just a very kind of early build that I've got kind of access to. And what's really interesting about LiteBringer, or one of the most interesting things about LiteBringer, is it runs on the Litecoin blockchain. So obviously the majority of the stuff at the moment is on Ethereum, a little bit on EOS and Tron, and a few other kind of blockchains like Wax. I've not heard of anything that's run on the Litecoin blockchain before. I'm sure there has been. I mean, obviously back in the day we had Hunter Coin, that was a version of Bitcoin, and we have Zaya, which kind of runs on a fork of Bitcoin. So it's not impossible to run blockchain games on these kind of more traditional blockchains, but not really seeing a lot of activity in that direction at the moment. So that's kind of in some ways refreshing. So what is LiteBringer? It's a RPG, PC, obviously. And this is running on a test net, so it's not running on the Litecoin blockchain per se, because obviously it's in testing. So I've got a test account, and if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you can see I've got this kind of it's using the game will obviously use Litecoin as its kind of currency, but I'm using I've got these kind of micro Litecoins, and I'm on a test net anyway, so I'm not spending any money. What's interesting is kind of running a game on a kind of formally decentralized blockchain is that everything that happens is a blockchain transaction. So as I'll start doing things, any game logic, anything I'm doing in the game has to be saved into a block. So it's very different to, I guess, a lot of games now are using Ethereum or something like Loom or Matic, where they're using a side chain, and you have lots of game logic that's happening quite quickly because you don't need to formally connect it to Ethereum. But this is an RPG, obviously. I've created some characters here. If you want to create a character, you just kind of create some more. So we can see here there's obviously the three kind of sort of standard character classes. I've chosen, these are female ones, but there's male versions as well. And then for each of the three classes, there's subclasses. So for the fighter, there's warrior, knight, and paladin. For the rogue, assassin, pirate, and bard. And for the sorcerer, battle mage, priest, and warlock. So I'm not going to create a character. So what's going on with these characters? So we can see here, these are the kind of female equivalents. So if I go in here, here's my character. So I've only just started playing the game, so it's really early stages, not very powerful at all. We can see this one is just level. She's level 2, and she's got to get this XP to go to level 3. You can see very stat heavy as an RPG. It's not a lightweight kind of mobile RPG. This is got loads of stats for everything, and effects and skills and all this kind of stuff going on here. I have an inventory, so this is kind of where we do equipping. So a few things I can equip here. This is a necklace of disarming, or there's two necklaces of disarming, but they have different. You can see they have different elements. So that's a leaf element, and that's a moon element. I'm not really paying a lot of attention to this at the moment, I have to say, so I can drop that on there and my stats will go up. You can see I think I've got some better trousers I could drop in here than those ones, so that's that done. So I can go and do a quest. So this is how the quest system works. Very, very simple. So I'm just kind of choosing, what's this one over here? I can go and the Shrine of Holy, defeat monsters, and it tells me what I'm going to get. I'm going to get one of these elemental stones, or I can go over here and defeat monsters and get whatever one of those is. A spectre, don't know. Or go and maybe get one of these loot drops. So I can send it on a quest. So it's going to take me so obviously a miner's fee. So it's getting saved into a block. That's why I'm spending this money. I'm going to confirm that, and now I'm going to wait for the block to close. And she's preparing for the quest. So I can have a look at the rogue. What have we got for her? I mean, obviously different stats but the same stat kind of loadout. Inventory, probably a few things I can add here. Yeah, I've got a necklace again from the last mission I was on. Anything else that's better than what I had? I've got some boots I can add in there. Stats going up. Trousers, top, that's about the same. So I'm going to send her on a quest. Actually, let's go and choose. So I could have just, she just did a quest, so I could have just chosen that one again, but let's go and do, I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Let's go and do that one. Send her on a quest. Off we go. And I guess you're getting the idea here. There's the fighter character. So what can we add to her inventory? Probably looks like a few things. Some more boots. Looks like we've got some better leggings here. Those ones are power 30. These ones are leggings power 60. Anything else? Sword. Oh, that's good. Chest plate of disarming. I'll have some of that. That's going to increase the power quite a lot. So we can send her off to go and do some bashing. Let's send her off. Let's do the same one there. So they're all off doing their work. We can see here, just waiting for the block. Other things going on here. Obviously, this is a very item-heavy game. That's you know the kind of thing you have in these RPGs. You can see here these elements are with timers over them. These are the elements that are being added to the characters. That's what it's showing there. But what I can do is I can go and disarm one. So if there's ones I'm not using, I can just pull them across here. So I'm just taking the kind of the low-level ones and dismantle them. Sorry, not disarm them. Dismantle them, and then 3 items will be dismantled. I'll get some stuff that's going to be useful. Typical RPG kind of leveling thing. Obviously, it's going to be happening on the blockchain, so I'm going to pay a minus fee. And this stuff isn't active yet, but obviously the point of having all these, of kind of collecting all this stuff in this RPG manner, is to have a marketplace. So here's a marketplace, so there's a buy and sell, where I can, obviously when other people are playing, we can put up the things that we don't want. So I could sell resources, a character, or equipment. So I guess I could go and do something I don't really want. Go and sell that. I've got to enter a price. I don't know. 1. No elements. Okay, I need something something else. I need some elements to do that. Obviously, I need some other resource to do that. That's what the elements are for. Okay, so we can see here, you know, kind of say early stages, but we can kind of see the basic mechanics of what we're doing. We're creating characters. We're leveling up the characters. We're doing more complex missions. We're getting all these items and resources, and we're kind of getting rid of the ones we don't want, either by dismantling them or selling them. Obviously, when we sell them, we get more Litecoin back again. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, let's say early stages, but this is, I think for me, this is interesting because this is, you know, it feels much more like a game. I mean, obviously, if you're doing it on PC on a centralized server, you wouldn't have all this waiting around, and you could do a lot more kind of deeper kind of features, I suppose. But this is kind of interesting that it has the basic kind of elements, what we want in a blockchain game, which is the kind of player-led economy. So it doesn't really have, in a sense, they're not really NFTs in the same way we have on Ethereum, but we have this kind of thing that we actually, you know, we can sell our characters. So we could, one thing that's always said, you know, if you could sell your Fortnite account to someone legally, would you do that? Maybe people wouldn't, but at some point people go, I've had enough, or I've got some really cool characters in here, some really cool skins, I want to sell them off. So obviously in this scenario, you could sell your characters, sell your equipment, sell your resources, and there's a way that kind of economy works, which is a very important part of what being a blockchain game is. Not the only thing. So yeah, LiteBringer, pretty interesting, pretty early days. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on the development as it goes. Coming at blockchain games from a very different way, I think, from the majority of the kind of current game developers, which is good. We no one knows kind of what the perfect blockchain game is, if one of those things exists, and we want lots of people trying out lots of different things. So anyway, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments box. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So Blockchain Gaming World, we spend a lot of time playing blockchain games and talking about them. So pretty straightforward. But thanks for watching the video, and hope to see you again soon.